must have had a beginning because it couldn't have existed for all time. It would have worn down by now. You see what I'm saying here? Then U was what? The universe. Very good. The universe is expanding, which means it had a certain start point. Come on, y'all remember this stuff bad. Y'all look like students and stuff.
Well, that's good.
All right, what was our guess? Radiation. Radiation to the boom. Because remember, let there be light.
Yeah.
Right?
Top one.
But like literally, these scientists actually was able to monitor like radiation from that long.
Yeah.
Right? Then G was what?
Galaxy.
Galaxies. So literally, like they saw, like going back in time, they could see like these small, these galaxies that took up like millions of miles, like a third of the universe. But they saw like what the creation of like these galaxies would have been like from when it first started. It's like crazy. Like they went back in time. It's a snapshot because really you're seeing a picture of the past, right? And then the last one.
Einstein's law.
Einstein, right? E equals mc squared, right? So time, space, matter all started when boom, right? There was no time, space, matter before that. Kind of like the analogy I gave with the whole cupcake stuff. Right? Like, here's the cupcakes, here's the cupcake within the cupcake holder, and Tia, an outside designer, made the cupcake and put it in there. That was that closed system. In the same way, our universe is a closed system. Something outside, someone outside of that, was able to be able to create all this. You with me here? Or John? So, the beginning of the universe really shows us that there must have been, the fact that the universe began, means that it must have had some type of cause to begin. So what is that cause? With me here? Then we looked at, now we're looking at today, the design of the universe, which is called the teleological argument. Now, the teleological, remember, these are basic stuff that honestly, if you guys get this stuff down, you'll be able to really be able to argue for the evidence of God. With the design of the universe, again, the first thing was the origin of the universe. Now we're talking about the design. Teleological argument. And then next week we talk about design of life and close out with moral law. Now, what does this teleological argument state? Teleological argument, teleos meaning, coming from the Greek, which means design. Now, the whole concept of this is saying here every design has a designer, right? And the universe has a highly complex design. Can we say that? Yeah. Okay, therefore, the universe had a designer. Wow, it's amazing. It's so deep.
Come on, brother.
Is this really that deep? It comes from originally the whole William Paley. This whole argument comes from this guy named William Paley. He talked about the watchmaker. And you guys know that argument where if you find like a diamond-studded Rolex in the forest, you wouldn't assume that it just popped out of the ground. You look at something that's so incredibly complex, and you're like, whoa, hold on a second, this is incredible, right? It must have had some type of watchmaker. Well, what's crazy is that the universe is more complicated than a Rolex. It's a lot more complicated than a Rolex. Right. So then why would we assume that the universe doesn't have a design? Come on. Just this stuff doesn't. That's what I want to think we named this. Okay. So now, once we understand all that.
Another one?
That's what happened here. That's what happened here.
Right. So now once we understand all that, now we got to break some stuff down. Now, there's this thing called the anthropic principle. And what this anthropic principle means is that anthropic in the Greek means human or man. Or woman, right? And basically what this principle is saying is that the universe is extremely fine-tuned or designed to support human life here on Earth. Not only is it designed that all these different planets and everything can keep working together, but it's literally designed to support human life on Earth.
Whoa.
It's amazing.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. That's the fine-tuning that we're talking about today. So, these anthropic principles, or anthropic constants, there's actually over 100. 122 to be exact. So we're going to talk a little bit about this here. Because this is fun. Come on in. This is some real cool stuff. One of the things, as I was setting up this whole concept this week, was the fact that it blows me away that even the world looks at like spaceships, like Apollo 13. You guys know the story behind Apollo 13?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the movie? It was like 1970.
It's amazing.
A little bit before your time.
Let them know, Drew.
Right? The whole thing with Apollo 13 was that Apollo 13 was the most successful failed mission.
Yeah.
Yes, I said it right. The most successful failed mission. The mission of Apollo 13 was to land guys on the moon. But what ended up happening is that when they blasted off into space and they got into space, an accident occurred. And literally, it was because one of the oxygen tanks literally had dropped 2 inches. And that led to a catastrophic event where that caused this, which caused this, which caused a blast in the side of their command module, where they were literally fighting to stay alive. So the whole reason that it was successful was that they were able to work with Houston, we have a problem, right? They were able to work with mission control and be able to figure out how to go from the command module to this little lunar module is the one that goes down to the moon. They were able to turn this one off, go here, till they fixed up here, they went back, and it was like crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But this spaceship is like our universe. It was specifically designed to take care of human life. And if all the PhDs and mission scientists and all these dudes, right, with all this intelligence, right, can make spaceships that still fail, how the heck do we have a huge universe by accident? That's finely tuned.
Lay down, bro.
To support life. That doesn't even make sense. The Challenger blew up. Columbia blew up. And this is, like literally, they're just little things made to support human life. And all our intelligence, we can't even do this right all the time. Yeah, and we know we need, but somehow, from nothing, came the most incredibly fine-tuned universe to be able to support human life. See, this is the stuff that should inspire you.
Yeah.
Should have said, oh, holy cow, this is amazing. So one of the anthropic constants here, remember, what do the anthropic mean? It's finally to support human life, right? One of the constants is the oxygen level that we're breathing right now. This is ridiculous. Let me read some stuff to you, okay? This is crazy. The oxygen level, guys, is ridiculous. It says here, on Earth, oxygen comprises 21% of the atmosphere. Okay? Wow. This specific percentage is a very, very specific constant. Like, you can't change. If this changes, we die. Okay? If oxygen were 25%, fires would erupt spontaneously on Earth. Wow. Okay? If it was 15%, human beings would suffocate. It's exactly 21%.
That's crazy.
Right? Again, if it was 25, fires spontaneously. Right? If it's 15, we suffocate. So, but then the other thing you gotta ask yourself is, how is it that an accident produces a constant? If this is all an accident, how can an accident produce a constant? How does it stay at 21%?